A female robot loses 100 human husbands over the decades. How is that even possible? You might be thinking. Well, it's possible thanks to one man's insatiable desire to marry robots. And no, this isn't some kind of sick joke. This is the reality for one woman who married a robot. This woman lost her husband to a robot. In Japan in the 1980s, a woman named Aiko Higashi met a man named Hiroshi Ishiguro. The two fell in love and got married. But shortly after their marriage, Hiroshi began to exhibit strange behavior. He began to take an interest in robots and started attending robot-themed events. The turning point came when Hiroshi developed a humanoid robot named Mark I. This robot looked like an attractive woman, and Hiroshi became enamored with it. He spent all of his time with Mark I and eventually left Aiko completely alone. Aiko was devastated, but she couldn't do anything about it. She didn't understand why her husband had left her for a robot. A few years later, Hiroshi released a new version of Mark I. This version was even more realistic and lifelike than the previous one. And he named her Mark II. Once again, he became enamored with the robot and spent all of his time with her, completely ignoring his wife. Aiko couldn't take it anymore. She filed for divorce and moved on with her life. But Hiroshi continued to develop new and more realistic robots. And each time he did, he would marry them. In total, he married 39 robots over the course of 3 decades. But it wasn't just the realistic appearance of the robots that attracted Hiroshi. It was also the way they moved and acted. You see, Hiroshi had programmed the robots to be as lifelike as possible. They could hold conversations, make eye contact, and even display emotions. This made it easy for Hiroshi to fall in love with them, or so he thought. In reality, the robots were just programmed to mimic human behavior. They weren't actually alive. But Hiroshi didn't realize this until it was too late. By the time he realized that he had spent his whole life pursuing robots that weren't real, he had already lost his wife and children. This story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of technology. It also shows the importance of human connection. No matter how advanced technology becomes, it can never replace the love and companionship of a human being. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay tuned. Thanks for listening.